Welcome to your 20-minute Pilates-inspired full body strength workout. We're gonna start with a warm-up. Hit our core, hit our glutes and our inner thighs, get some back work in, and wrap it all up. So let's get started. When you're ready, roll out your mat, and we're gonna meet at the end of our mat standing today. We can start with our eyes closed or our eyes open, whichever feels right for you. Starting with just a few deep inhales. Taking an inhale, filling up past your chest into your belly. Exhaling it all out. One more there. As you exhale even deeper than you think that you can go. On your next inhale, we're going to begin to raise our shoulders up to our ears. And on our exhale, allow them to fall. Decompress your shoulder blades down your back. Give your shoulders a little roll at the bottom. Next inhale, repeat that. Bring your shoulders up to our ears. Exhale, drop them down. Give them a nice press. Allow them to release any tension they're holding. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, fill up through your belly. Bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Exhale, everything all the way out. On this next inhale, we're gonna raise our arms overhead, interlace our fingers at the top, and then press them up towards the ceiling. So our palms are facing the ceilings. We're gonna anchor our heels and our feet into the mat. Take a big inhale, filling up through our bellies. Exhale, begin to hinge from the hips, pressing our palms, leading with our hands forward, gliding them down the wall in front of us, sending our hips straight back. This is going to give us a nice hamstring stretch. We're stopping at a flat back, pressing into our hands even further in front of us, anchoring into our heels. Take 2 breaths here. On your next exhale, release all the way down to the mat. Allow a nice generous bend into your knees, bend into your elbows. Take a breath at the bottom. And on your inhale, begin to roll each vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up to the top, head, neck, and shoulders coming up last. Inhale once more, arms come overhead, palms come together, fingers interlace and press towards the ceiling. Inhale, and on your exhale, begin to hinge from the hips, drawing your arms down the wall in front of you, shooting your hips back. Pressing your weight into your heels, continuously extending through your palms. Head comes square between your arms, looking down at your mat. Continue to press even further in front of you, anchoring your heels even deeper into the mat. Allow this stretch to feel good. Take another big inhale and another big exhale. Release everything all the way down to the bottom. And on your inhale, find that roll up slow. Once again. We're gonna take a little variation this time. We're gonna inhale, reach our arms overhead, interlace all of our fingers except for our pointer and our thumb. Take an inhale, exhale, side body stretch. You can tilt to your right, tilt to your left. Whichever side you want to start on. Make sure your head is framed in between your arms and both your feet are planted evenly on the floor. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, go to the opposite side. Allowing your side body to really get a nice good stretch here. If you want to pulse so that you can get a little deeper, go ahead and take that here. You can turn your head up to look towards the ceiling. Next inhale, come to center. Flip those palms once more. Go through that stretch, the flat back stretch, and we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom. No need to hold in the middle. One more roll up. Inhale, arms overhead. Fingers interlace at the top. Exhale, final side body stretch here. Inhale to center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale to center, interlace those palms. Slowly roll down this time, tuck your chin to your chest. Begin to articulate your spine. and curve from the top to the mid to your low back. Bend at the knees and begin to continue your roll down all the way to the bottom of the mat. Once your hands reach the mat, go ahead and begin to walk out to a plank position. We're in the workout now. No turning back. We're gonna hold here for a few seconds. I want you to take strong elbows, strong shoulders here. Begin to rip the mat apart with your arms. Turn those upper arms on. Make sure you're feeling your biceps and your triceps, engaging your core here. Hold for 3, and 2, and 1. Begin to tap your toe out. Left first, right next. Moving through this at your own pace, continuing to breathe. Finding side toe taps here. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Drop onto your knees. Press back into a light child's pose. Give those arms and shoulders a nice stretch. We're gonna keep using them here. Take an inhale and an exhale. Deepen into the mat. And on your next inhale, re-find that plank position. If you feel comfortable taking these on your toes, go ahead and fully stay on your toes. If you're like me and have better form on your knees, we're gonna go into some tricep push-ups, just 5. I'd rather you go down just a ½ an inch with good form than go all the way down and start breaking at the bottom, okay? So we're gonna come up, start at the top here. We're gonna just take these with a nice inhale, exhale process. Inhale, lowering. Exhale, pressing. That's 2. We're gonna go for 5, 3. You're so strong. Last one. Great job. Find that plank position once again. Reaching up onto our toes, having strong arms, engaging our core. Here we're gonna go for some cross body taps, crossing our right knee to our left elbow, back to center. Opposite side. Left knee to right elbow. Keep interchanging. We're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, you know it, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breaking back down into that child's pose. You guys, I don't know. I did a workout this morning. My body is saying, this is hard. Whew, give yourself a nice rest here. We have 1 more set. Pressing back up into that forward planked position for 5 more tricep push-ups. If you need, extend into your plank or drop down onto your knees. Going down and pressing for 5 and 4, 3, 2, last 1. Great job. Take an inhale, come back up into your plank. I want you to plant all 10 toes on the mat. Make sure as we move through our oblique dips that all 10 toes stay planted. Taking an inhale, exhaling, dipping to our right, back to center, dipping to our left, back to center. Continuing to breathe. We're gonna go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hold at the center. Drop down into your child's pose. Take a nice big break here. When you're ready, we're gonna meet in a seated knee position. Take your breaths as you need them. Now that we're ready to move forward, come to the center of your mat. Just seated on your knees, we're gonna work on rib retraction. For this next part of our workout, This is how we are going to engage our core. I also, in your daily life, would like you to think about engaging your core in this way. Instead of thinking about pulling in from your belly button, we're gonna think about pulling in from our ribs, okay? So you can watch first and then you can go ahead and do it, or if you've done this before, sit and practice with me. So we're gonna take a big inhale, filling up through our ribs, allowing them to flare just a little, filling up through our bellies. And on our exhale, we're gonna draw our ribs into our spine. Let's go one more time, taking a big inhale, filling up, allowing everything to press out. And on our exhale, even if you wanna place your hands on your ribs, go ahead and draw those ribs into your spine. That's how we're gonna engage our core, zipping up through our center line, drawing our ribs to our spine. And that's what I mean when I cue that moving forward. We're ready for our next part. We're gonna go ahead and roll onto our backs here and get started with some crunches using that rib retraction. Finding our way onto our back however feels most comfortable for us. Bring our knees into our chest, up to a tabletop position. Let me scoot forward a little. Much better. Keeping our knees at this tabletop position, we're gonna bring our hands behind our head. Placing them behind our head or into our neck, making sure we're releasing our weight into our hands so we're not pulling on our neck as we do this. Take a big inhale here. On the exhale, drop those ribs into your spine. Use your core engagement to lift you up into a crunch. Lift your head, neck, shoulders towards your knees, and then begin to lower. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, crunch and draw those ribs into your spine. The more you engage your core, the higher you can lift. And inhale to release. Continue moving through that motion. You are so strong, you're doing amazing. We're gonna go for 5 more. And 4. Keep your knees at tabletop. Zip your toes up together. Keep them engaged through this as well. Last 2. Last 1. Great job. Hold here at the top. Keep those ribs drawn in. Take an inhale and an exhale. Begin to extend your right leg straight. And then inhale, bring it back to your chest. Exhale, extend your left leg straight. Inhale, back to center. Inhale and extend. Exhale and pull back in. Vocalize your breath here. We're gonna go for 5 more on each side. Release the weight of your head into your hands. No pulling on your neck here. The lift should come from your core. 4 more. Last 3. You're doing great. Last 2. Final 1, keep it going. Great job. Bring both those knees into your chest, lower your head, neck, shoulders. Give yourself a nice little rock out. For this next one, keeping our knees into our chest, arms by our sides, inhaling, exhaling, lifting our head, neck, shoulders without support. On our next inhale, we're gonna extend our arms and our legs straight. Exhale, bring everything back to center. Inhale, extending our arms and legs away from our body. Exhale, drawing everything back into the center. As you draw everything back in, imagine those ribs really zipping up towards your spine. Engage your core really strong as you come into this ball position. I only want you to extend your legs as far as they can go with keeping your back on the mat. We're gonna go for 3 more. Last 2. Final 1. And then you get to break. Great job. Bring those knees a little bit wider than your body. We're gonna go for a little bit of hip mobility before going into our next exercise. Give your hips a little rack out here. You can do little circles if they're feeling tight. We're gonna go into an external rotation. Heels together, toes apart, frog legs. We're gonna bring our hands behind our head, engaging our core with that rib retraction. Inhaling, exhaling, drawing the ribs, lifting our body. On our next inhale, we're gonna press our heels out, keeping your legs strong. Exhale, pull everything back together. Inhale, press those heels out, strong away from the body. Exhale, pull everything back in. Keep moving with your own breath here. You're so strong. Flex those feet, really push through your heels. Try to keep your low back engaged on the mat. Drop that weight into your hands. No pulling on the neck. We've got 4. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. Amazing job. Bring everything all together. Give yourself a nice big hug. And roll onto your side into a light fetal position. We're gonna come up onto our forearm. Elbow in line with wrist, and then elbow also in line with shoulder. So wrist, elbow, shoulder, all in line. Legs extended straight, feet flexed. Imagine we're up against a wall here. We're gonna externally rotate our feet once more, heels together, toes apart. You can bring this top arm onto the mat in front of you. Bend your knees into your chest, once again finding that frog-legged position. Lifting our heels off the mat. We're gonna go for some clams. Inhale, slowly pressing our knees together. Exhale, allowing them to resist and pull and press apart. Continued engagement through this whole exercise is what we're looking for. If you need that added resistance, place your hand on top of your top leg to feel it as you're pressing against something. Continue to breathe at your own pace here. We're gonna go for 5. And 4. Feet flexed, staying stable and not dipping into our shoulders, staying lifted through our side body. This is last 2. Last 1. As you open, keep those legs lifted. Press those heels out again, once more on our sides, and pulling them in. Pressing out, flexing our feet, zipping up on our extension. Hinging from the knees, pulling back in. We've only got 5. And 4. Really working your inner thighs here as you press out. And 3. Staying lifted. 2. Feet flexed. Last 1. Great job. Go ahead and flex both your feet. Lower them down. Turn your feet back to parallel. Lift back up through that side body in case you lost it. Extend your shoulders back. Really draw your shoulder blades down your spine. You can bring your top hand onto your waist or keep it onto the mat. We're gonna flex both of our feet. Lift that top leg up to hip distance. Exhale, double kick forward. Inhale, point the toe and stretch that foot behind us. Exhale, flex and kick. Inhale, point and stretch. Flex and kick. Point and stretch. We're only moving as far as we can without breaking from our back. We want to hold stable through the core, hold stable through our whole upper body. The only thing that's moving is our top leg. Point and stretch. Only stretch behind you as far as you can go while staying stable. If you're falling all over the place, lower and lessen your movement. One more. Inhale, exhale, exhale, excuse me. Inhale and stretch. Hold that leg back behind you. I want you to externally rotate your foot. Pulse up for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, bring that foot back to parallel. Keep it flexed into the center, pulsing up for 10. A lot of outer glute work here. 8, 7, 6, 5. Think up, 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 up. 3, 2, 1. Point that toe, bring it in front of you. 45-degree angle and pulsing up for 10. 9, think long, reaching as we pulse up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Keep that toe pointed. Tap that toe down in front of you. Rainbow it up, only so that you're keeping stable through the hips, and tap it down behind you. Inhale and extend. Reach that leg up and over, tapping your toe in front of you. Reaching it back up, rainbowing it around, only so that your hip is staying stable, and tapping it behind you. Let's keep moving for 10. And 9. Keep your core engaged. Keep that upper body lifted. Keep that bottom foot flexed, engaging through there as well. Last 3. And 2. Great job. Last 1. Perfect. Flex your foot. Bring it all the way back down. Let's go ahead and roll onto our bellies. We're going to get a little bit of back work in here. Take a big inhale. Extend through your toes. Give yourself a nice little wiggle out. One leg might feel a little longer than the other now. We're going to bend at our elbows. Bring your hands right on top of one another, and then we're going to bring our forehead into the back of our hands, palms facing down. Take an inhale here at the bottom. Zip your legs up together so that they're one. Point your toes. Tops of your feet are pressing into the mat. On your next inhale, fill all the way up. On your next exhale, begin to lift your head, neck, shoulders, hands stay glued to your forehead. Inhale, lowering back down. Exhaling, beginning to lift your head, neck, shoulders, hands stay glued to the forehead, only lifting as high as you can while remaining in your upper back. We don't want to dump into our lower back here. The more you engage your core, the higher you can get. Inhale, exhale, lift. Once more in this position before we continue to extend. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, lifting up, engaging the core, zipping our backs up, lowering all the way back down. Great job. On this next one, we're gonna lift our legs and our arms at the same time. Take an inhale. Exhale, begin to lift your head, neck, shoulders, legs at the same time. Hold here at the top in the Superman. We're gonna release our right arm, extend, look back with our right arm, and meet back at the center, releasing your right arm back, in and lowering down. This one's a little bit more challenging, so we're gonna take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, begin to lift up into that Superman. Legs and arms go at the same time. Hold at the top, breathe. Inhale, reach your left arm back. Allow your head to follow. Take a look behind you. Bring that left arm back in, bend the elbow. Press your hands into your head and lower back down. If you're feeling this in your low back, I want you to keep your legs on the ground, and I want you to focus on engaging your core. Inhale. Exhale, last one on each side, lifting all the way up, reaching that right arm back, allowing the head to follow. Bending from the elbow, bringing that right hand back into center, lowering down. Last one on the left side, inhale at the bottom, exhale, lift up. Extend that left arm back behind you, palm facing out, head goes with. Coming back into center, placing your hands on your forehead, lowering back down. Great job. You guys are killing it. Last one here. We're gonna inhale, exhale, find that regular lift. Extend our arms out straight and begin to swim for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Lower everything down. Bring your elbows by your side, hands pressing into the mat. Imagine your hands are ripping the mat apart. Go ahead and give me a little upper body lift. You can press all the way up. Get a nice shoulder extension. Continue to engage your core so you're not dumping into your back, but stretch your belly. Rip that mat apart. Give yourself a nice collarbone and shoulder opener and release back down. We're gonna roll onto our opposite sides. You guys can just roll there. I'm gonna make a full transition so you can keep watching. This is our last set here. You guys are doing amazing. Refinding that lift from our shoulder to our elbow to our wrist. Side body staying strong, feet flexed. Whew. We're moving today, you guys. Flex both your feet. Externally rotate. Bring your knees into your chest. Heels stay lifted off the ground. We're going for clams. Slowly lowering as we inhale. Engaging and pressing as we exhale. Keep moving. Stay lifted in that shoulder. Stay lifted in that upper body. The only thing moving and working is our legs. Pressing against our inner thigh, pressing out towards our outer thigh. Feet are in external rotation, heels are together, toes are apart. Stay breathing, we have got 3 more. Last 2. Last 1, stay lifted on your open and press out. And pull back in. Press with our heels, extending our flexed foot all the way out, pulling back in from the knees. Zipping up as we extend, engaging those inner thighs, giving a nice little squeeze if that feels good. Staying lifted in that shoulder. I just dumped into it. You could see my adjustment. We've only got 3 more here. Last 2. Last 1. Great job. Extend those legs out. Turn your legs back to parallel. Lower them down. You can bring that top hand in front of you or leave it on your hip. Flexing through both feet, staying engaged and long. Lifting that top leg only up to hip distance. Exhaling and kicking forward twice. Inhale, point and stretch back. Flexing and kicking forward. Inhale and stretching back. If this is hurting your shoulder at all, you can go ahead and take this move, extend it all the way down with your head against your arm. Staying lifted, keeping that bottom foot engaged as well, flexing. And pressing. We've got 2 more here. Not breaking from our hips, not breaking from our waist, staying stable in our upper body. This is our last one. Extend and stretch that leg back, hold it back. Externally rotate and begin to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, ooh, this one's hurting. 6, not actually hurting, just burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that was a burn, wow. Bring your leg back to center, foot in parallel, pulsing up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point that toe, bring it forward. This is our last set before rainbows. Wow, it hurts. Pulsing our pointed toe up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, no pain, no gain, come on. 4, 3, last 2, last 1, great job. Tap that toe down in front of you. This is our last exercise before stretching. Tapping, inhale, exhale, only leaving our leg, allowing our leg to lift as high as our hip stays stable. Rainbowing and tapping in the front. Bringing it around and tapping in the back. We only have a couple more here. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Final one. Great job, you guys made it. Bring that foot back to parallel, bend your knees into your chest, pressing up into a seated position. We're gonna go into our little butterfly pose to open up those hips because my hip after that one is definitely feeling tight. Bringing our feet together, knees apart. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Allow your shoulder blades to depress down your back. Straighten out your spine. Take a big inhale here at the top. Begin to flutter your knees out, just loosen up those hip sockets. When you're ready, bring your legs to a nice stable position. Bend your elbows into your thighs and begin to flat back hinge. Press into your legs and open as you press. Taking some breaths here as we begin to deepen our stretch. Last breath here. Bringing our feet, left foot pressing into our right thigh. Right foot is pressing back behind us. We're in a cheerleader stance. Bringing our right arm down onto our right shin, inhaling our left arm overhead and diving over our right side body. Reaching our head to look up towards the sky. And coming back to center. Left arm then lowers onto the mat. Right arm extends overhead. Finding that side body stretch on your opposite side. Inhaling back to center. Switching your legs. Bringing our left arm onto our left shin. Right arm goes overhead. Dipping into our left side body. Inhaling and exhaling, continuing to breathe. Coming back to center. Lowering our right arm into the mat. Left arm goes high and long. Stretching over. Inhaling and exhaling. And refinding center. Thank you guys so much for joining me on your mat today. That was for sure a strength burner workout. I'm so proud of you for getting through it. If you want to save this workout to come back to it later, see how you progress, see how you can make it through it even longer, even stronger next time, go ahead and give this page a like, a subscribe for more Pilates and strength training workout videos. I'm excited to see you guys next week, and I'm proud of you for showing up today. Talk to you all soon. Bye.